Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing an overview of 2024 and beyond. This year with the ND Miata, we've come a long way. The modifications that I have done this year have been the rev limiter gauge faces. I got the red variant. They look very awesome. It was a pretty simple and easy install. One of the major modifications I did was to get the sauce tune from Justin Freeman. It's been very much worth it. I do recommend getting a tune on any of your Mazdas with Justin. He's very professional and does a great job. With Justin's expertise and knowledge, I also installed the Fab 9 fuel pump upgrade to the ND Miata per Justin's recommendation. We ran the car on the dyno, and I believe I got around 165-ish on the dyno. I think these cars make around 151 on a dyno, so we did get some gains. There's probably more gains now because I've had more modifications have been done to the car since that last dyno run. So we will see in the coming year, as I am going to schedule another dyno run at Speedy Roo in Aurora, Colorado. Another modification we have done per Justin's recommendation was the GTR 35 spark plugs. We upgraded to those as they have less resistance and have more spark to them with the increased timing and fuel and whatnot that he's added to the car. On top of that, I have upgraded my wheels to the 949 Racing 6UL. And I want to thank everyone over there at 949 Racing for answering all my questions and helping me get the pre-order done for these the new generation of 6ULs. As you've seen in some of my earlier one of my earlier videos, I was thankful, or I should say grateful to have met Sonny from 949 Racing. He is a very down-to-earth individual and had a very awesome Roadster that is in one of my other videos. Very awesome white car. On my wheels, I also went ahead and did the GK Technique C5 wheel armor. It was very easy and simple to apply. I did that right away after getting the tires mounted, as I believe it does help with the brake dust and the water sheeting action when you're cleaning the wheels. As you may have seen in my videos, I have a series of videos on my first time going to the Flying Miata summer camp. It was very fun. I met a lot of nice individuals there who are like-minded and into Mazda Miatas. The crew at Flying Miata was very awesome as well. Got to meet a lot of the guys there, and I would recommend, if you can make it, to try to make it for 2025. I will be there again. It is an awesome show, probably one of the best shows I've ever been to, or as well as it's the only Miata-centric show I've ever been to. Someday I would like to make it to Miatas at the Gap, but as you know, I live in Colorado, and that's very far. Drive across the country. Someday maybe I'll make it. I don't know if it's in the cards for 2025. I also installed the Roadster Sport 4-piece brace underneath the car, or the full under suspension bracing from Goodwin Racing. I do recommend that. I think some of the creaks and sounds of the car when it moves are not there as much anymore. I believe it rides and handles better, takes the bumps better, curves, all of that. It was well worth it. It is more of an expensive modification. I believe it was around the $600 to $700 range. I also did a road trip to Kansas, to the Goodland, Kansas area for the Flatlanders Car Show this year, and I took an award for the modern day, I forget what class they call it, but I did win an award. I upgraded the Mazda infotainment software, and I also hacked it with Mazda tweaks and added some stuff. I do need to get back to that and figure out why the digital screen speedo isn't working. My theory as of now is my front facing camera and the software for that. I've tried to make the touchscreen work in that software, and I probably need to turn that feature off because I tweaked that in the Mazda tweaks. That's probably doing something to make it think it's not driving down the road for the digital speedometer to come up on the screen. In the coming weeks, I will turn that feature off of the MX-5 Things front camera software. I got the Zymex armrest. I believe that is a must-have upgrade. It moves your arm up above the infotainment knobs, and it puts you out a little more straight towards the shift knob. It's padded a lot more, and your elbow doesn't hurt as bad when you're going on long road trips or driving around town for a while. And last but not least, this year was the Auto EXE Air Ram intake. I do believe that was a game changer. I mean, it is kind of pricey, and you do have to wait 3 months after you order it from Rev9 Autosports, as it is imported from Japan, but all their parts are that way on their website. You will be waiting a while. They make them to order. I do think it's kind of awesome to have an authentic Japanese part on my car, not something made here in America. And in the future, for 2025, some of my goals and modifications for the ND Miata would be the possibility of taking my car to the track. As you will see, I have a track day video from Flying Miata's summer camp showing you the cars running around the track. I did not participate in 2024. I would like to possibly participate in 2025. It did look very fun. At the same time, it looked safe because they spaced you out. You told them if you had experience or not, and they gauged where they needed to place you. You drove around, they took your times and moved you up with different groups of cars that you could run comfortably with, and you stayed back. Didn't nobody pass each other at that track, and you was able to run around at a good pace. Looked like if you went off, it was flat. You wouldn't tear nothing up. You could come back on the track easily. I would like to try that this year, so some modifications I probably would need to make that happen would be, or I know I do need, the tow hooks on the front and rear. Not sure of what brand or of tow hooks I want to go with yet. And I would like to add the Blackbird Fabworks fire extinguisher and bracket on the driver's seat. It goes up right in front of it, comes up off the front two bolts on the seat. It's very awesome looking. I'd like to add that. That's maybe not needed for the track day, but it would be neat to have some reassurance if something happened, which probably wouldn't happen. I would need to get a helmet and maybe some gloves, maybe not some gloves. I don't know yet. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm thinking of also tracking at other tracks in the local Colorado, Denver-ish, Colorado Springs area, possibly. I would also like to get the Goodwin Racing front big brake caliper kit to make the factory Brembo brakes, which my car came with, actual big brake kit, so it fill the wheels in more and just pop, and also give me that much more braking, and upgrade the brake pads for the front and rear, maybe changing out the brake lines to a braided brake line. Not sure on that part yet. I do have in my possession, and it will be coming in the following week's videos, I purchased the MX5 Things airbag warning overlay with a soft top silhouette version, and I want to upgrade the lug nuts I have to the spline drive lug nuts, as it's very tight on the 949 Racing wheels, and I do believe that would make them easier to take on and off, and they would look nicer. Now, moving on to the Mazda 3. As you know, I've done a few things to it. I probably need to get more into modifying that car now, as the ND is getting very close to being completed, as there's not a lot of modifications that I can do left. So some of the modifications I've done this year are including the Cork Sport oil catch can, which was very time consuming, and it does take a little bit of work to happen. I believe it is worth it. I have noticed the milky substance in there that I'm glad it's not going back into my motor, dirtying the valves. As you know, with direct injection, there's no gas over the top of the valves to clean those off, so they do get black and gunky on those style of motors. I also installed the C-Tech charger, and I'm glad I did. As you may be familiar, the Mazdas do not come with the best batteries from the factory. As I've noticed, none of the brand new cars I've ever purchased come with very good factory OEM batteries. They seem to give you cheap, cheesy batteries along with cheap, cheesy tires. I also got the sauce tune on that car. That was the first of the two Mazdas I own I got the sauce tune on, and Justin again was very easy to work with. Love the tune, the added power. I believe it's possibly what it should have been like from the factory. I also installed the Cork Sport downpipe. I believe I have a 3-part video on that. That is very time consuming. It can be done in your garage on jack and jack stands. It does give the car a little bit more pep, and it makes it sound a lot better, especially if you have the Cork Sport downpipe back exhaust in the 3-inch variant. It really improves the sound of the car. I also upgraded the infotainment screen to the CX5 10.25-inch screen. That was a much necessary improvement in my opinion. It really helped. The screen is a lot more vivid in color. It's bigger and just looks nicer. I know the newer Mazda 3s are now coming with a screen similar to this, or maybe you could just find a screen off of a wrecked newer Mazda 3. It is a major improvement, and I painted the factory brake calipers with the G2 painting system, you know, the brush on. It is time consuming, but I believe it does look nice and it does hold up. I've done it on other cars. Future modifications or possibilities for the Mazda 3 Turbo would be window tint, which I probably should have done a long time ago. Vinyl wrapping the chrome surrounding the windows. As you know, the Mazda 3 Turbo hatches have the black grille. I believe the trim around the windows should have been black too. There's no chrome anywhere else on the car. Well, maybe on the factory emblem. I wish all that could be blacked out. I know the front emblem has the radar in it for the radar cruise control, so you can't really mess with that. But around the windows, I believe it does look out of place. I'm also thinking about getting the inky TS5s in the 18 by 8.5 with a plus 38 offset. And I'm going to be going with the 245 40 18s, as they are the closest to the same rolling radius as the factory tires that are currently on the car. I do believe the upgraded wheel and tire package would make the car handle better. It would also ride better, I believe, because they're a little bigger tire. As you may be aware, the factory rims on these Mazdas are not the best. I already have one wheel that is slightly bent, I was told, at the discount tire when they went to rotate the tires and balance them. Maybe the rear trunk lid spoiler, I could upgrade that to something like the Cork Sport style carbon fiber, you know, a little more aggressive trunk mount spoiler. I'm thinking about maybe the Cork Sport chassis brace that goes under the front that they've just recently come out with in the past couple months. As you may be aware, I like stiffening the chassis, as I did that in my ND Miata. I believe it does help with handling. And I would like to add some interior lighting strips, some of those that, you know, that can do the RGB style coloring in the interior, in the footwells, along the dash, the doors, the console. I think that would look really nice. Possibly a steering wheel upgrade. I know there's a few different ones on the market. Please comment below with which one you think I should go with, if you think I should upgrade the steering wheel. I'm thinking about getting the Auto EXE strut brace, as I do like that one the best because it's a one piece. Not sure about the ones that are the three piece where they have the cups over the struts and then you bolt on the top bar to them. I think the one piece bars are a little more rigid and actually work better. Plus I like the red color on the Auto EXE, and again, it's a Japanese product, so it would be pretty neat doing some authentic Japanese modifications. Back to the steering wheel, one of them that I have here on the list is the, I believe it's the Mike Stone wheel. That's one of the variants I'm thinking about. Maybe the Mike Stone carbon fiber interior pieces. I do have the thermostat that Justin with Sauce Tuning is recommending, the PX8E-15-171 that I need to upgrade to. He's recommending upgrading to that. I did take the Mazda 3 to the same dyno day as my ND Miata. It did have a little issue on the first run of getting warm. So I believe with this lower thermostat, it would not get as hot as it did. That's why I did not put that in a video. I did have gains in that video, but they couldn't run my car the 3 times like they did the other car, like they did my Miata. So I believe that will help the problem. Also, their dyno is up against a wall, not a lot of airflow there. So thinking also about the spoon rigid collars, thinking about installing those, as again Justin has informed me that it helped his car out a lot with the handling, he believes, and the ride. Also thinking about, or I'm going to be doing this one, I should say, is the GR Corolla fuel pump upgrade that Justin with Sauce Tuning is recommending. He says that when you're coming off the tip-in with the gas pedal, the low pressure fuel pump is doing most of the work, and that'll help the car gain boost faster if you have more fuel pressure on the low end. So I'm going to be doing that in the coming weeks or months. As you may have also seen, I went to SEMA this year and filmed a few videos. And again, I want to thank all my viewers and subscribers for helping me get there to be approved by SEMA to go to the show. I will be going again in 2025. It is a lot of fun, and I did get to meet a few other YouTubers there, and they gave me some insight. So I want to thank anyone I met there, and everybody that is in the community of making YouTube videos has been very grateful to me, including the BMW DIY guy. If you're watching, thank you for some expertise you've given me and some insight. This year on the channel, there was a lot of growth for being the first full year of this channel. As you know, I started this channel in 2023, the last week of September. So for the first full calendar year of 2024, I gained 464 subscribers, which I think is great to almost have gotten an extra 500 subscribers. I believe I am somewhere around, at the point of this video, 644 subscribers. If any of you are continuing to watch these videos on a weekly viewing and have not subscribed, please subscribe, as it helps this channel grow. And as you know, growth will help me do more and make more videos, better videos, and all of that stuff. I have a watch time for the year of 2.8K. That's a lot of watch hours. I want to thank you again. And I've had 81.9K views on my videos. So 82,000 views is a lot of views. So that's another milestone I have reached. But around 90% of the viewers who are returning to this channel have not subscribed. I want to ask you to please like and subscribe, as again, it will help this channel grow, and growth will help me make better videos so that you can enjoy and see the modifications and the growth or movement on modifying my cars. Thanks for watching this video today. I know it's been kind of a ramble, and I want to thank you for all you have done to help this channel grow. I know I've said it multiple times in this video, but I do believe you are the reason why I keep coming back to making videos, and you have helped me grow as a person. And thanks for everything. Please continue to watch in this year of 2025. If you have any goals or modification goals for your Mazdas or any of your cars, please comment in this video. or if you want to see me do anything with my cars, please comment in this video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a great year.